We are going to analyze the film scores of Jurassic Park, John Williams, Forrest Gump, Alan Silvestri, and Bolt, John Powell, to learn their composition techniques. If you're a beginner, don't worry, I'm gonna be using a little bit of AI to make the process simpler. So instead of learning from the theory books, orchestration, harmony, music theory, etc., we'll be learning directly from the masters. But how do we deconstruct these works? How do we analyze them? And how can we understand their methods? Well, I'll show you. Let's see how these film scores were created. Let's learn from the masters so then you can compose your own. Hey, Mark from the future. I'm going to be doing a live class about this on Tuesday. Going to be doing the analyzing, what we're doing today, plus the composing. It's going to be live. You can ask questions. It's free. Next Tuesday, if you want, register, link below. Let's go back to the video. All right, so this is the checklist on how to model a musical style. If you're experienced, we're gonna do this by ear, if you've got musical experience. If you are a beginner, we're gonna use AI. We're gonna start here. We're gonna do this process 3 times, 2 using AI and 1 using our ear. For this exercise, we're going to be modeling a love cue, music that sounds like positive emotions, love. And for this, if you look up here, we selected 3 cues. The first one, Forrest Gump, Alan Silvestri. Second one, Jurassic Park, John Williams. The third one is John Powell. This software in particular will allow us to track a song, drop it here, an audio file, just an audio file, drop it here, and it will separate the different instruments and it will tell us which notes each instrument is playing, like this. We're going to start with the Forrest Gump song. It sounds like this, we're all familiarized with. And so now we just drag the file here, and boom, we've got the song. We can play it back and we can see the notes. On top of that, we could isolate just the piano, for example, or just the strings if we wanted to. I'm gonna click solo here. And this is very important for what we're going to do next, which is to see what the direction layer is doing. We've got direction, A to B, movement, the motor of the music, background. In this song, what's taking us from A to B? It's the melody, right? It's these notes right here. We're going to select them. And we're going to copy them. And now we paste them here into our digital audio workstation so we can now see the notes. So we identified the direction layer without having to transcribe the notes ourselves. Now let's move on to the background layer. Let's see what this one is doing. Coming back here, we're going to select the strings, this layer here. And the same process, we're going to select these notes. We're going to copy them all the way up here, copy. We paste them and now, why is this useful? Because now you can take a look at the notes and you're like, whoa, this is so simple, right? It's basically an A major chord. D major, right? D. Then B minor. So B minor. And then E major. 2. A major. So simple that you are like, is this all there is? And it's so cool. Now on to the third element, movement, the motor of the music. Let's see. So it seems like we've got dun dun din din, then the melody continues, the direction, dun, then dun din dun dun, kind of like this thing here. And the same thing, we copy, we paste them, and And this in a score or notes would look like this. We've got the direction, movement, and background. These are the chords. This chord would look like this, and this chord would look like this. This is the A major, D minor. This is the background, goes in the strings. Direction, movement, background. Here we go. So this is what we have done. What's the direction layer doing? Copy the notes. What's the movement layer doing? Copy the notes. What's the background layer doing? Copy the notes. Then you're gonna repeat this process at least 2 more times. We wanna have analyzed at least 3 songs. And then once we have 3 songs, then we can extract conclusions. I've already done that to speed up this video, and this is the result. Next, for the Jurassic Park theme, it's easier. For the direction, we've got the melody, copy, and then paste it here. And for background, all these supporting strings. We can copy and paste, or we can look at the notes, and when we bring it here, this is very, very simple chords. We're here, E flat, E flat, right? B flat, F, E flat, F, and then we're gonna go here, E flat, B flat. Super simple. Here's the cue, mid bolt, sounds like this. It's a section later on that sounds beautiful, sounds like this. The direction element is going to be the melody. Dun, dun, dun. In this case, we're going to transcribe this by ear. So here we go. So that's for the direction element. For the background, we've got the strings doing some supportive chords. These are the chords. And that's it. Now we're going to start recognizing some common patterns, and that's what we've got to do. We have to extract conclusions. What are the patterns that repeat, that are similar in these 3 songs? Write them down, because the next step is going to be model the style. But if we zoom in into my notes, it would look something like this, right? Almost all of them were in major mode. We were using mostly triadic chords. Most of the direction melodic notes, the notes that we found in the melody, are the same notes that we could find in the chords. See, like in this case, for example, see this chord, this note is in the chord. Then continue. This note is in the chord. And then if we continue, this is no. This is in the chord, this is in the chord, this is not in the chord, but this is common in this style. This is called a passing tone. If we scroll down to orchestration, basically strings, piano, this is what we found. Okay, so these are the elements to compose a love song or positive emotions, inspirational orchestral type of music. Now the next step would be to put these to test. If you want to see me doing the entire process from analyzing to composing, I'm going to be doing a live class next Tuesday. It's free and the link to join is below, but it's going to be a 3 hours class. So block some time if you want to attend. All right, I think I'm done.